Okay. Well, somebody raised something about my lifestyle. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but I am an off-gridder interested in economic sustainability. In other words, living within your means. But they did raise a point that I think is interesting enough to make a short video on. And that is, if I'm so much into, living cheaply, how come I keep getting all these gadgets? And let's face it, I've got a few gadgets, some of which you do and don't see very often. I've got a laptop, obviously, that's how all these videos get up. I've also got a portable DVD player which sits on my bed. It's got a double bed, but I'm only one person. So I sort of use the other side to put my laptop, portable DVD player, and tablet. I've got a tablet and I use that occasionally. I've also got a TV, which I don't often watch. It's a small screen digital one. I don't have an antenna, but I have a couple of VCRs, and I used to watch a few of my uncle's videos that he taped to find out what was on all these tapes he had. I got an electric toothbrush. Some of the stuff you think is getting a bit pathetic. Yeah, I got a slushy maker as well. I got a freezer, which I will be using during the summer, and of course I got a fridge, which everybody sees. I'm not sort of completely inept from getting a few odds and sods. I actually also have 3 phones, 2 of which I use for video, and 1 which I'll be using for the media release, the prototype. But it's all very intriguing. If I'm so interested in saving money, how come I got so many gadgets? Well, it's not really so much interested in saving money. I buy things as I can afford them. As I can afford them, I increase my quality of living. For a long time there, for about 4 months I didn't even have proper electricity, and then I got solar equipment installed. I put it in myself, actually, but I went and got the gear I needed. And then for a very long time I didn't have refrigeration, and I did go and buy a propane fridge, which I still have, which I don't really use, but I will be using for an experiment at some point. And realised that the propane costs are sort of reasonably high. And then I went and got a solar powered fridge, and the first one was a Waco, which wasn't any good, and then got the Engel that I now have, which probably cost more than a lot of propane would cost to run the propane one. But with all these things, the propane freezer, the tablet, electric toothbrush, you realise something with all this? There's no overheads to keep these things. If I don't have the money to fill up the bottles that run the freezer, then I just don't have a freezer. Things like tablets and electric toothbrushes, they don't have a monthly fee. There's no overheads involved in them. So I haven't increased my obligations to pay monthly fees or monthly bills to anyone. And the things that I can't afford, say I don't have the money to get more propane bottles filled for the freezer, well then I just don't use it. But it's not going to cost me something every month to have that propane freezer just sitting in my laundry. So it was a valid enough point, but this is the thing. I buy things which don't have overheads. And yes, I do have a lot of fandangles. I mean, do I really need an electric toothbrush? Probably not. Yeah, but at $15 I thought it was a pretty good buy. And, yeah. But none of these things have overheads. And that's what I'm primarily fussed about, is the cost of overheads. Because that is what really starts to sink the teeth in all these monthly bills. So, yeah.